channel, and if you're new here, my name is Lauren. I'm a lover of all things books, home, and beauty. This is episode 2 of my new interior design series. First of all, before we even explain what today's episode is about, I have to show you guys my fit. Yeah, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. Do I have to wear overalls every time I do a home project? No. Am I going to? Yeah. You gotta have an outfit, okay? In this video, we are going to prep. Our prep is gonna be removing everything that's not gonna be able to be painted, obviously, and then patching, and then we do have to wait for the mud to dry. Unfortunately, it's spackle. It takes like a little bit, but we're gonna spackle and patch any holes because yucky, we're doing it from scratch, we're doing it right. And then I'm gonna sand those down, which makes it really disgusting in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum and wipe everything down. After the prep is done, the next step is obviously priming. So I'm gonna prime everything. It's light gray in here, but I haven't picked my paint color yet. I don't know if I want pink, I don't know if I want blue, I don't know what I want. So I wanna make sure there's a good canvas. Behr has a website where you can look through all the shades they have and you can screenshot them. By the way, Behr, sponsor me, thank you. This is like the 90th room in my house that I've used y'all's paint. I'm sick of it. Anyway, I'm obsessed with it. We are gonna go to Home Depot in this vlog. Again, like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be in this outfit or if it's gonna be in another one, but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys as I go along, and that's pretty much it. Prepping, priming, painting. Episode 2. I wanted to walk through something I didn't know and my dad actually taught me. So when you're prepping and you're painting and you made a hole and it's yucky and you really messed up like me, and you take the nail out and it's like, ah, she's ugly. When you pull something out and it's not super even, it like sticks out. It has really weird edges. Okay, so this hole, see how it's like a nail hole, but it also is like literally throwing up gang signs? So you're gonna take your putty knife and you're gonna do this. Right up against it, because we're about to putty and patch these holes. But if you have crazy little gang signs, it's gonna look crazy. And when my dad first showed me this, I was like, you're messing up the wall because look at it, but we're gonna prime and paint it so it's fine. So you wanna make sure it's smooth. Feel it with your hand, it's smooth. You go like, boop, boop. So yeah, there's a tip because I didn't used to do that. And then I did wallpaper and I had some lumpies in there. And my dad was like, did you rub it down with a spatula? And I was like, no, like I'm not Bob the Builder. But jokes aside, like it's important to learn things. So I'm passing the knowledge from one girl to another. Obviously I'm not a professional, but I grew up around like construction and stuff like that. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys what I'm doing and things that I wish I knew before I wallpapered that wall in there that has little sheetrock messes. They're like textured sheetrock walls. Maybe that doesn't affect you because the walls are textured, but mine are like smooth ones. So you want to feel like right here, this is not my paint. We had our house painted. You can't even really see it on camera, but there's a big gigantic drip. So when my dad originally told me, you're gonna need to scrape it off, and that's my dad's voice, by the way. I was like, girl, why would I add more damage to the wall? That seems counterproductive. But if you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, this drippy right here, we're gonna just take it. You're not gonna like scrape the crap out of it, like keep it like this up against the wall. You're just gonna, and then that way, I don't know if I'm gonna wallpaper or paint or whatever, but if I ever wanted to, this wall's gonna be smooth. You feel it? And you're like, okay, she's smoother. And then I'll put some mud on there, smooth it out, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't know that, and I'm glad I know it now. See, there's all kinds of lumps over here. You wanna scrape it off, and then we'll patch all of that. Just in case I wallpaper this wall. I really think I'm gonna paint it, but if I ever wanted to wallpaper it, wallpaper does not go on smooth if there's little crunchies all over the wall. So yeah, before you mud, you want to make sure there's no crazy little edges. So I'm going around all these little holes where I pull those nails out, and you wanna just scrape it and make sure the area is smooth. One girly to the other, make sure your edges are smooth before you mud, because also, before he told me that trick and I was mudding, the mud was getting stuck in all the little edges and I was getting pissed off. And I was like, forget this, I don't care, but it's actually a really good tip, so yeah. All right, I'm back. I just wanted to show you guys what I wish that I knew. Also, this is so random. Where's the hole? Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, that's what she said. Okay, so we've got a beautiful hole. There's nothing to scrape off. Like I was saying, you know, you scrape it off, you want clean edges. So you're gonna take your putty like this. You're gonna go whoop, You're gonna go scrape off like all of it, right? Then you're gonna put more on there because you don't wanna scrape off too much because we're gonna sand this down. And then you wanna like, obviously clean around it. Put some more on there, but leave enough to sand. And I scrape like around it and then just leave like, you're filling the hole and you're also leaving excess around it. Obviously that's messy and yucky and I will sand it and wipe it off. But yeah, that's how you fill a hole. And then it was like it was never freaking there. Yeah, call me Bobette the Builder. Obviously patching a hole is common sense. Well, not common sense, but it's not common for some people. So I wish I would have known that you have to leave more mud because when I used to patch holes, I used to just put like nothing on there because I was like, there's too much mud. But like this little mud, like this clay wipes off so good. So fill the hole, swipe across it, and then add enough to where when you sand, you have stuff to sand away and then your hole's like covered, but you know what I mean? Just don't be afraid to use mud. I really wish I could do that to like my acne scars, if I'm being real. I wish I could fill it and then sand it off my cheeks. That would be stunning and gorgeous. But yeah, that's your little patching tip of the day. It's like makeup. You take some off, you shear it out. You know what I mean? All of our mudding is done. I don't have too many little patches. Nothing too bad. I have some cracks up here. Also those black dots you see, those are the screws to my curtains. I am not taking those out. I am leaving those there and I'm gonna paint around them. I'm lazy, I don't care. But yeah, patched up a few things. Nothing too crazy. There was another crack over here. Yeah, so not too bad. I'm about to take these blinds down and then hopefully my mud will be dry and then I will sand it and then I can start cleaning. All right, I'm finished with the sanding. Having a snack break. A snack that smiles back. Cleaning baseboards literally needs to be up there with waterboarding. I can't. I hate it so much. Prep truly is the worst part. Like, I swear. It's so important and so good because like the last thing you want to do is be painting and then you see sheetrock dust or just anything, hairs, dust, whatever. So it's like, it's so worth it, but at the same time I'm like, God, like, oh, it just takes me out. All right, I will see you guys in a second when I do my primer. You guys did not see this because I turned the camera off so the battery wouldn't die. It just took me 20 minutes to open this lid. It's like sometimes I'm like, does this have the strength of a spaghetti noodle? My God. Anyway, we are using Zinsser Fast Prime 2 Primer and Sealer. Yeah, I love it. It is so dry. So like, obviously we cleaned and did everything, all the things, you know what I mean? But what I really love about this, stir it by the way, because I've used this. What I really love about this is it like dries everything out because paint doesn't like to go on anything, you know what I mean? It dries everything out. It's very white, so when you put it on, you're like, oh my God, not the white. But yeah, I'm obsessed. It dries everything out really good. And paint sticks to it really good. So it gives you like a literal amazing base for your paint. And I used to not believe in priming, and sometimes you don't need to prime. Like if your paint is like close to perfect, sure, you don't need to prime. Kind of like using a primer when you do your makeup. Like if I want my makeup to last, it doesn't even technically have to be a primer, but I'm moisturizing, I'm doing skincare, I'm putting setting spray on before. Like if you do a nice little layer, then you'll be golden. Please tell me you just saw that. This is why we wear overalls, okay? All right, we're gonna throw that away. We're going to wipe. This is why we have a little, whatever you call this, towel down. Also, I've been listening to music this whole time. I've been listening to early 2000s, like alternative music. And it's just like, I miss those times. You know what I mean? I miss when music was just different. I don't know, it just doesn't hit the same for me. Like I have a few artists that are newer, I guess, not to sound like a boomer, but I just miss the time when I'm just just such an emo girl at heart, and I don't know, I just love a little emo vibe. Sometimes I just want to be dramatic, you know what I mean? All right, I'm using a bowl because I had a painter's cup, but I don't know where it went, and I didn't really want to look for it. So I'm using a bowl, and I'm probably just gonna throw it away after I'm done. So, here we go. All right, slay. All right, we've got our primer. I'm gonna do the bottom trim first because I'm lazy and my feet are hurting, and sliding around on my butt doesn't sound too bad while I listen to an audiobook. I'm listening, by the way, to Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. It's the 4th book in the Devil's Night series, and yeah, it's so freaking good.
Show up here, our new inmate. Her, Alex. I straightened, a thought taking form in my head. It was strange that out of all the people in the world,
I want him to feel this. Alex stepped up next to me, and I could hear her breathe. On my shoulder into my arms, which were over and seeing that Michael was
when it was abandoned. Everyone closed the doors.
Sure, that crippo cutting her off.
All right, team, I am freaking exhausted. I'm about to show you the progress that I made. But yeah, we're tapping out. We did the primer trim, top and bottom, and babe, we're done. Tomorrow, I'm gonna roll the primer on, kind of show like a little montage of that, and then we're gonna talk paint colors. I'm so excited. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Hi, just a little update for Prep and Prime, episode 2. So it is the next day. Last night I showed you guys that I finished the trim of the primer. So I did all of the trim around the windows, around the door of primer. So I finished that last night. And I just did not have it in me. My freaking spaghetti arms were like jello. So I was like, girl, we're not going to finish rolling these walls. So today, I am actually about to roll on the primer. Then it's like 10 in the morning right now, so hopefully that primer will dry. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys with me to Home Depot, and we are gonna go pick out some colors that I already have. I think I mentioned this before. Bear has a website where you can go look at all their paint, so I screenshotted a bunch that I like. That way when I go in the store, I have like an idea of what I'm looking for. I know the vibe I want. My vision board, I'm such a visual girly. I really, really want it to be very European, very fantasy, very whimsical vibes. Like I want it to be very vintage, and I want it to be very just like versatile to the point where like the paint can go with any color. Like I want to be able to add greens and reds for Christmas. I want to be able to add orange around Halloween time and it not look like weird. So if you looked at my vision board, the colors, and I'll put them on screen here, the colors in my vision board are like blue, like pale blue, pale green, bronze gold, and then like blush tones. And my living room is like a pale blue and I love it. It almost looks like a white with blue tones, but it's definitely blue, and you can do any color. We did Harry Potter jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween last year and it went perfect. We did green and red for Christmas and it was perfect. It's just a very versatile color. You can darken it, you can lighten it. And I really don't want to commit to a color that's going to be so dark. Like my bar area, I painted it dark green and I love it. I did a color trench and it's stunning and gorgeous and so moody, but it's never going to feel like breathy and like whatever, which for a bar, you don't really want it to feel like that. For me, I want like a moody dungeon vibe. Okay, for reference, here is my living room that I was telling you guys about. You can obviously tell this trim is white and this wallpaper has all kinds of colors in it. This is like the pale blue, like even compared to like my skin or my shirt, you can tell it's not white. And it looks blue toned white, but it is definitely blue. Oh, you can even tell up next to the trim. This blue, I did orange, I did red, I did all kinds of colors. And so it's like pale enough to go and it will pull whatever undertone from other colors, which I love. But it's also blue and it's colored enough to where it's not just like blah white, if that makes sense. But this is a video for reference to kind of show you guys. I want it versatile, so I screenshotted a couple and I will show you guys and take you along with me to Home Depot and show you like all the colors. And then when we get home, I will take all the color swatches and like hold it up to the wall. I'm gonna show you guys like how I choose a color, kind of what I'm thinking. And yeah, I'm excited. It's just like the pressure. And Here's another thing too. My dining room is like a pale green, like pale green, almost like a pastel green. And again, you can tell it's green. It's not like it's white, but it goes with everything. Like I could put any color in there. I did a red tablescape for Christmas and like it was fine. It went fine. And I really want to be able to add like darks and lights and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm about to roll the primer on these walls. I'll do like a little speedy montage of that. And then after that, our primer can hopefully dry. We're gonna come back, we'll have a white blank canvas and I'm gonna hold the colors up in natural light. It's kind of cloudy today and see what those colors look like. So I will see you guys when I'm priming and I will also see you guys whenever we go to Home Depot. So, see you in the next clip. He was wearing these bubbly jeans. We are done priming. I'm so freaking happy. I didn't do like a super meticulous OCD job at priming. Like there's some spots where like it's kind of sheer and I could have gone a little heavier. I'm actually looking at one right now, oh my God. But it's a good thing I primed it all, okay? And also I use Behr paint for my walls. Behr, please sponsor me, please. Please send me paint. I love you guys. Also, they're affordable, but their paint is really good quality and they have like a primer in one that you can use. I've used that before on a cabinet and I liked it. But I really like the scuff resistant because I'm always knocking up against my walls with like my vacuum cleaner or my dogs. So I really like the scuff resistant. So that's the one I get. So I used this primer when I did my dining room, kitchen, and my living room. And it just dries up everything. Like it makes the wall so dry and ready to like suck up that paint. So that's nice. All that matters is it's clean, it is dry, and it's ready for paint. Well, not right now, it's gotta dry, but just from the mess ups I've made along the way of like DIYing my house or painting anything, I never want to admit it, but it's always worth priming. Even if you're gonna prime crappy, like obviously when I paint, I'm gonna paint very meticulous and I also do 2 coats of paint. This paint was pretty even, like it's not like it had any crazy colors. I just wanted the base to be neutralized so that when I put my color on, whatever color that is, it will go on very evenly. And all that matters is like they're clean, they're not nasty, crusty, so we've got the perfect canvas to apply paint and I'm so excited to see me go pick paint colors out and finally decide on what paint color I'm doing. I'm so freaking excited, but I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hi vlog, we are here picking the paint colors. I showed you guys my vision board and these kind of were the colors. So we're gonna have bronze like accessories. These are just obviously the physical paint colors. And I kind of talked about how I wanted it to look. I just don't, here's the thing. I know the color tone and the vibe, but yeah, I clearly love blue. This color, helium, I have in my living room and I think I showed you guys that in one of the last few clips. But here she is. I just had to get it. It's such a versatile color to pair with other things. And then we've got these 3 greens. And then obviously in the color palette, I had some browns and then some blush. This is the only pink that doesn't ick me out really bad. So yeah, here we are. I've moved these around a million times. And here we go. I don't want to do this color because it's just too dark. It's too dark for me, so that one's going away. I literally love the top 3. I really like these. This one's too dark. Just in this lighting, I'm like, it's just too dark. I can't do brown yet. I'm not there. This one's gotta go. And honestly, I have pink curtains and I think that's the way I'm gonna glide myself into pink and dip my toe in the water. I can't do that. Like, I'm just not, these look the exact same, but they're not. This one is called Frosted Sage. This one is called Frosted Jade. So if I had to pick one, I would probably pick the Jade. I really don't like this one the more I look at it. And it also looks a little different in person than it does on camera. Like I said, this is my living room one. She is still here. We love her. I think I'm gonna take the green away. I knew I was gonna do this. I knew I was gonna do blue because I love this blue. I don't know. I'm gonna think on it and I'll come back to you guys. Hi vlog. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be different. Here is the color. Helium. Freaking helium! Like, helium has a chokehold on me, babe. But after careful consideration, hear me out. I cannot commit to a super dark color. So I wanted a color that went with everything. It goes with so much, okay? It goes with so freaking much. My husband knew I was gonna pick this. He's like, you know what you want. You're just delaying the inevitable. And he's right, like stop. But yeah, this is helium. And she is in her overalls yet again. New outfit underneath, but protected with the overalls, same bandana. I did end up washing my hair and I think there's paint in there from primer. Yeah, can't get it out. Probably not gonna try to get it out until we're done. I'll see you guys in the next few clips and we're gonna start painting. I'm so excited!
But it's not. I can't say that. Because when I hauled Olivia into me, she's a drug. They're gone, and I don't know where. But didn't want it either. When you love someone so...
Maybe it was him sitting there next to me, talking to me, absolutely riveted while he listened to Carter Beckett. He swipes both full to the brim glasses off the trim. You look gorgeous, he says.
Done with the first coat of trim. Prime trim is done. I did 2 coats because I did 1 coat and then it just was a little sheer. So we're officially done. I'm gonna stop for today and then I'll see you guys whenever we start rolling the paint. I'm so excited!
Prying the lid off, you're gathering up all the oil and seasonings. I'm on for this man, at full speed.
Maybe I didn't think it through. When I woke up alone earlier this morning.
First coat down, 1 more to go, and then I'll check back in with you guys. Here is how we're looking after the second coat. It's still wet, so it's not gonna be super, super perfect, but here she is, the final color. I'm about to take those blind thingies off the windows, patch them, sand them, and then I'm gonna get started on my trim because with this gorgeous blue, the trim looks so dark. So we're gonna do a fresh coat of paint on the baseboards and then we'll officially be done with painting.
Independence Carter. I know, he pulls me into him. My bad.
My wife. To pull something from the purse hanging off her shoulder.
Final paint reveal. She is officially all painted. I painted the crown molding, I painted the baseboards, the window frames. I went ahead and took the brackets off that were up here for the blinds because I don't want any blinds. I want to be able to sit right here and see the seasons come and go in these windows. I just think an open window is gorgeous and I love the privacy of blinds, but I think I'm gonna get blackout curtains for nighttime and during the day just let them droop and be really pretty. I really wanna do some like droopy curtains to where only like the bottom half of the window's open. And then maybe since my bookshelves will be here, keep some curtains over here. But I am so freaking excited. The paint is done, the messy part is done. We are gonna do some online shopping. Everything is painted and fresh and clean. I'm gonna put the cover plates back on. I really wanna order some bronze cover plates like I have in the rest of my house. And yeah, I already have another light fixture in the mail. I'll show you guys that in the next vlog. And then next step is gonna be putting these bookshelves in the walls and then yeah, decorating. So that'll be the fun part. I'm so excited.